Oh yeah, we're talking what up, dog? D&D crew. Oh yeah, we're talking what up, dog? D&D crew. Let's see what the UpDawgs getting to. You know. We're gonna do what up, dog? D&D. What up?
Now, my tweet earlier is not true now, Kishan, because you've joined. Because I didn't know for sure if you were. I tweeted that we were gonna. It was just me and Kurtis. And it was just a meme of, it's not even a meme, it's just a picture of, do you know the series Toad and Frog? It's like a kid's book. It's just like Toad and Frog just doing regular ass shit. And like, this one was just Toad sat and did nothing. Frog sat with him. And that was the picture I put with just me and Kurtis.
Sounds familiar.
But now it's got to be the 3 Spider-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In what regard are we the 3 Spider-Men?
We could be like, I don't know if you guys watched Loki. We could be like from different timelines.
Right.
We're all just really the same person.
I'm only on episode 2, so
I mean, I guess
what episode are y'all?
I'm not on any of it. I have not watched a
All right.
superhero anything in a long time.
Dude, you're missing out.
I probably am missing out.
Loki's a good show. I ain't gonna front. I don't like that Marvel shit either, but Loki's a pretty good. I'm watching it.
That WandaVision was fucking excellent. And then the Falcon show, just you know, it's not worth your time. It's so
The Falcon
I don't like it
show.
at all.
Is that like?
What the hell is it called?
It's like Bucky and shit,
Winter
right?
Soldier and the Falcon.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know. Hey, I got that exact same glass in my kitchen. Interesting.
I think we all do.
we just split them up. Maybe we are the 3
Probably.
Spider-Men. All right. But you were saying, what were you saying about Loki? I don't know, something about Falcon. Watch the Loki thing.
Oh no, that could be our main powder.
We could all just be coming in from different timelines.
I mean, what I associate with that is, what I associate. I was thinking, well, Spider-Man, like, there's already a Spider-Verse, and there's different Spider-Men, so I guess that works. I mean, there's
That's true.
Amazing Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man. I don't know what Miles is considered. I don't know what that series, if it has a name. There's a bunch of different Spider. There's like different universes where like Mary Jane isn't involved, where it's like this girl Gwen instead, and then they change up the love interest, how he gets bit by a spider, why.
Why they fucking Spider-Man?
They're not fucking with it. It's just I think Stan Lee was just cool with having different versions of how shit went down. Also, you know, you could keep selling Spider-Man.
Yeah, I guess so.
Man, I don't know too much. Now I hear those dogs you were asking me about earlier.
What dogs?
Yeah, dude, they go fucking crazy.
Kishan's dogs.
No.
Did they hate the fireworks or were they fine? Actually, that's a question for both of you because I don't have a dog, so I didn't have to worry about
Well,
it.
neither do I.
Well, okay. Well,
Listen,
how were the dogs that you were around handled?
I can't speak for Murphy. I do know that Murphy howls at tornado sirens because the day after the fireworks, the tornado sirens came on and he started singing along with it.
Singing along.
Yeah, I swear to God, dude. It was like, it started and he just started right up with it.
He said, "Oh, they're playing the hits today." Oh,
pretty much. But Goldie and Chip, they were cool. They were out back playing in Jakia's yard while people were letting off fireworks, so they were straight. And then Jakia also had to watch a dog named Teddy, which was her cousin's dog, and she drugged him up with Benadryl, so he was all right too.
Hey, you know, sometimes you need a little something to calm you down. They do make those like thunder vests, but I don't know how well they do for fireworks, considering they're not really that natural, like storms. But like it's just basically
What's a thunder vest?
It's a compresses the dog and makes it feel safe, like a jacket, and it's just like kind of like
a hidden vest.
like what? Oh, I don't know.
Just sneaks on the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like having a weighted blanket where it just that feeling of comfort, but for a dog. Probably don't put your dog in a weighted blanket. Might suffocate them.
Yeah, I don't think. Actually, no. Goldie might enjoy it. Goldie's a fucking lunatic. That little tiny golden dog I be picking up and making dance on the screen sometimes. Goldie, yeah, she's a fucking lunatic. She might like a weighted blanket.
She's like, that thing can't. The weighted blanket's heavier than that dog.
Oh, of course.
The dog is small. I think they only, I don't know, they're like 5, 10, 15 pound blankets or something. They got to be more than that.
Yeah. Like 25 pounds. My mom got a 25 pounder, I think. But yeah, Goldie thinks she's a pit bull, and I think that's hilarious.
So this makes me think of, okay, so weighted blankets can be 10 to 20 pound. You can get like a 36 pound blanket. God damn. I don't need to go to the gym. Are you trying to be immobilized while you sleep? Yeah, I'm not trying to go to the gym just to get out of bed. Like, I'm not trying to.
Like, sorry, boss, couldn't come in, couldn't get out of bed.
I got a cold overnight, and it's too weak to get my blanket off of me. Sorry about it. Just talking about dogs made me think of. So I got to back up a little bit. The Denver Zoo is going to start vaccinating their animals next week, which prompts the question of COVID? Yes, they're going to start vaccinating against COVID because they can catch coronavirus. They've shown that like large cats can die from it. There's specific animals I do believe that are at risk, and cats are one of them.
Okay, fair enough. They got some.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what it takes to vaccinate a tiger, but I'm not going to be doing it. But which animals do you think are anti-vax? Is where I was going with that. And I thought of it because I thought of that golden retriever with the camo hat and the jar of peanut butter on the table. That picture, just like, damn Chihuahuas took our jobs. Kind of do what?
I said, which animals are Republicans?
Well, I just like to think of that dog just sitting there like, no daughter of mine will date no pit bull, or like, we came from wolves, then why are there still wolves?
The wolf is one. He's anti-vax.
Why the wolf?
He just seems like it. Like the wolves you see at the zoo are like they're lone wolves, you know, for lack of a better term. They just seem standoffish, like they're not gonna put nothing in.
I don't want to see anybody posting about wolves on Facebook anymore. People who think they're free thinkers and like how they know better than me. It's always the same guy in a tap out shirt. That's all I'm saying. Just
I was gonna say jungle animals, but then that's pretty much the rest of the fucking zoo. Because I figured the jungle animals will be from places. I don't really know. I just figured the jungle animals would be like, dude, we're from the fucking wild. We don't need this shit.
Well, I mean,
so they might all be anti-vax.
Well, the job of the zoo is to. None of those animals are going back in the wild. A lot of them are there for other purposes, to whether preserve population or I don't know. I think of those with the anti-vax animals, those MAGA birds, those pigeons. They were released. They had Trump wigs and MAGA hats, and they were released in Las Vegas by this group. I'm not making it up. This group's name was Putin. Yeah. It was Putin. And reading the article about it, because I tried to remember, it's insane. I can't even understand what their point was, really. They said it was like a counter protest or like a show of support for Trump, but I can't really. I'm struggling to understand how the pigeons are important to this.
If you can share a photo, Kurtis needs to see this.
I'm trying to figure out if
this shit's hilarious.
They put like a chin strap on the hats. How'd they get that stuck to the bird?
They glued it on. I'm not. It's
they glued it on.
Yeah, it's messed up. Let me see if I can share.
That's so fucked up.
I'm gonna share my screen, but the sound is also gonna come through my screen, the shared screen. So you're gonna have to mute one of them. But
how do I?
You can just there's like my screen there. You can just right click on it and see. But like, can you see? You like double click on it, it makes it bigger. But that's the picture of the bird.
That's fucked up. They actually glued these to these fucking pigeons.
So it's got a nice Trump MAGA hat and a wig, which is just a circle on its head. But self-proclaimed underground radical group, inspired by Operation Talkin. I don't even know what the hell's going on with this group, but there's so much here. Mission? It was like inspired by a CIA mission. I just was reading it, and somehow it targets a protest that targets 6 Democratic presidential candidates, and I don't know how. Did they expect the pigeons to attack? Are they delivering a message? Months after Cowboy Hat Pigeon stole the show in Vegas, I have no idea what is happening.
I saw the cowboy hat one.
But so that's that.
So wait. 2 other pigeons, Cluck Norris.
What did he say?
Wait, what? Oh, 2 other pigeons, Cluck Norris and Calamity Jane, were also given tiny cowboy hats.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
we gotta figure out what Operation Talkin is too.
Because it said one of the pigeons, Bill of the Pidge, later died, possibly poisoned from glue fumes. Jesus, can't even talk. I'm thinking of flumes of smoke.
That's fucked up.
Like what's happening in British Columbia. But yeah, like some of the birds died. So that's fun. But yeah, I don't know any other anti-vax animals. That's just what came to mind whenever I saw that the Denver Zoo was vaccinating.
Badgers. Badgers
a badger?
Fucking badgers.
You keep choosing like predators and like these like alphas
my next one was a turtle.
Do what?
I don't think turtles are
turtles
for the vax. I feel like turtles are like, nah, fuck your shit, dude.
Is it because they're behind the times and they're just like they're trying to slowly catch up to slow and steady wins the race, Kishan.
They're like an old soul. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep moving my own pace.
I don't like turtles being anti-vax because they live so long. So that being the mascot for anti-vaxxing is
rhinos. Rhinos are anti-vaxxers.
Rhinos are another name for Republicans, like
really?
Like conservatives who are like, you're not being a true conservative. Like they call them rhinos for some reason, as if that's an insult. I see that. I don't know what that means. I don't really care to look into it. But I guess they're rhinos. Oh, we just got a comment in the chat that asked, want to become famous by followers, primes, and viewers on, and then it's a link. bigfollows.com. I guess we're brought to you by bigfollows.com. Do not go to that website. Everyone that is...
They always do that shit to me on Instagram. I reply back and tell them no.
I see that.
And then they DM me like...
they put in the comments, collab, and you say no. And then they DM you, collab?
I DM them and I'm like, what are you trying to do? And then they start speaking in broken English and then I'm like, no.
Yeah, like broken robot English. Not like broken, like it's just like gibberish. But they want me to buy follow. I don't know how to get rid of that. So you know what? I'll just keep them there. You know, the chat was lonely anyway. I feel like Kishan hasn't been here in a while. You know, we can go to Kishan for his thoughts and feelings over the last month and a half. He possibly froze as soon as I mentioned it.
Whole lot of moving. Sorry, I'm getting cutting out.
Sounds like you said a whole lot of moving.
Oh yeah, I've been moving. Fuck, dude. It took us like 5 days to move out of our house.
Damn.
The first day, I walked 18,000 steps, or 8.5 miles.
8.5 miles.
I was like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Did you?
So that was an experience.
At what age is too old not to get movers?
But at the same time, your house is a fucking wreck, so there's no way we're cleaners, organizers, movers.
Wait, so you're saying you'd never get a mover? Or are you saying you old?
I'm not saying I would never get a mover, but I'm saying if I can move my shit, I will.
But at what age is a 6-pack and a pizza not good payment for your friends? because they're
now,
just like,
it seems like
because, well, yeah.
Now, whenever I ask you to help me move shit, I'm like, what do you want? Crickets.
What do you need
Nothing,
moved?
so.
You've been there for.
I'm always needing the fish tanks moved, right?
Oh, well.
And then.
I don't hear about that.
Exactly. Motherfuckers get quiet.
Yeah, water's like 8.5 pounds
like,
for a gallon, you know, so.
I don't really know, for real. But I just know, like, I don't know. Now, for real, a 6-pack ain't cutting it. And then I got to think about it. If somebody asked me to do some shit. If somebody asked me to do some shit right now, if I'm just not trying to do it, a 6-pack definitely ain't cutting it. You're going to have to come up off of some cheese for that. And then you might as well get a mover.
Yeah.
So.
6-pack,
really,
replace the 6-pack with an 8th. You in?
I'll hire movers and then invite you guys over just to share drinks and stuff with, so that I'm not lonely while they're doing all this work.
That's cool.
Just sit around talking shit while they're moving stuff, you know.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. If you get more than one person, then a 6-pack will do it. But just get a 6-pack for each person. It can't just be you and one other person with a 6-pack. That ain't getting the job done.
They gotta drive home. I mean, overstay their welcome. I can't have them sleeping on a couch that's not even set up yet. They get the guest rooms now. You just moved.
And you gotta pay for the cab.
All right. Yeah, I'm just hiring movers.
No, you just tell your friends, drink 1 or 2 now. Help me move. Work it out your system. Maybe have one when we're done.
They're going to apply rules. Then they're not going to want to show up because there's rules now.
No, you don't tell them that there's rules, so they show up with the beer in their hands. You're just like, take this, but drink responsibly. Now you see what I did there?
Drink responsibly. I'm not going to. You want me to police my friends? All right. That's fine.
You have to police your friends.
Drugs. As Joe Biden says, rules are rules,
Yes.
That's what.
And the rule is you have to police your friends with drugs of any sort.
He says, you want to run track? Rules are rules.
Did he say that for real?
Yeah, that's what he said about the Sha'Carri Richardson situation.
Motherfucker. Biden fucked up.
Yeah. We already talked about it, how he was saying you're not black if you don't vote for him. And now...
no, you just keep saying stupid shit.
Sha'Carri Richardson, who is... it was a 1-month ban from competing for the Olympics because she tested positive for that stickiest of icky, the marijuana. And she got a 1-month ban. So she was eligible for the 4x100 relay, but the USA track team did not pick her up for the relay. They've denied, even though she would have been eligible, they said, no, they're not going to take her to the Olympics.
So she's not going to the Olympics at all?
No.
Or can she do that one thing where she runs like for the Olympic Committee? Where you don't run for a country, you just run for the Olympic Committee banner.
Can you do that? Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's a thing. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know when she would have to have registered.
Yeah, I don't know that either. I don't know that shit. But I do believe you can definitely run for like the Olympic Committee. Or participate in the Olympics, I should say. Because
there's a lot of shit going on at the Olympics this year. I mean, this situation, I'll look into the Olympic Committee thing because that's interesting. But yeah, so you had this, and he did say he said that he didn't think it was a good rule or something, or that it was unfortunate, or no, he said I liked the way she handled it, but rules are rules, because he liked her apology essentially, which I felt like. I don't know. She found out her biological mom died, and she had a little bit of weed in her system, and then with a little bit of weed in her system, ran 10.86 seconds 100-meter dash, which she's 5'1", so her legs are going crazy fast.
Yeah,
shit.
Because the average male sprinter is 6 feet tall, and they run in just under 10 or around 10 seconds. Usain Bolt is 6'5" and ran in 9.58. I've got that in front of me, at least. But I think most women sprinters are in the 5'6" range. They're taller because they got long strides. But she's 5'1", just out here destroying, just road runner type feet moving. And
God damn.
So
her legs probably do the wheel motion, like
yeah, like if she were in Scooby Doo, she wouldn't be moving anywhere, but she actually found some traction, so she's moving. I don't understand, because if I were to be smoking the ganj, as they say, I don't think I could do anything in 10.86 seconds. I'm just say right now.
I could probably make it down a basketball court in 10 seconds.
I could probably head from toke to pillow. It's about 10.86 seconds. That's the quickest thing I'm doing. But it makes me think of drugs and sports. Like there was a guy who was on LSD who pitched a perfect game. It's just like, shouldn't these things be viewed as more impressive? Are you looking at your hairline again?
Yes, I was, dude. It's just horrible.
You don't want to go Michael Jordan?
When I get rich, I was just thinking about that earlier. That's the first thing I'm buying.
Hair plugs?
Yes.
But then
when I get rich, that's what I'm doing.
All right. I mean, what if it balds behind where the plugs are? So now you got like patches right here, like little baby buns in the front of your head. And then
No. I'm gonna get it done right. You feel me? They're gonna go through my whole fucking head and diagnose everything that's wrong. And then I'm gonna get new hair plugs. I'm gonna blow up and act like I don't know nobody, like Joey Hyro.
Yeah, he's gonna go scorched earth with his head, and he's just gonna say, "All right, delete, start over, take out everything, and then put new ones."
Fill me in, boss. All of this shit.
No, thank you. Because I talk shit now, but got all this hair. As soon as it's covering probably bald spots right now. So.
That's what I gotta do. I just gotta grow an afro for real, or try to at least.
Yeah, you gotta I mean, you don't want to look like they did Childish Gambino wrong, posting that picture of Donald Glover. He looked all sorts of messed up. He might have been filming Atlanta, so I don't even know. Like he grew his hair out a little bit, and like it was looking all sorts of fucked up. So somebody like colored it in around his bald spots for him. He said, "I got you, boss. Don't worry."
Oh no!
Oh yeah, we're talking what up, dog.
But the Olympics and drugs. That's where I was going. So they have sports like snowboarding in the Olympics, and they want to start having skateboarding in the Olympics, but they don't want marijuana in the Olympics. And I don't know how you can't have both. How are you gonna have skateboarders? You gonna have skateboarders and no weed?
The newer skateboarders, from what I've been, I don't know, from like the YouTube videos and shit I've been watching.
Are they from the suburbs now?
No, it just seems like skateboarding is kind of cleaned up its act, for real. So,
or is it moved on to pills and shit? Is it?
I mean, whatever it is, they're not really like. It's not really out there,
right? I mean,
and generally, from what I hear, it's kind of cleaned its act up. So,
what do you think the reason they have like test for these things? Like, why would they test for? Is it like we want a role model, like a role model thing? Because that can't be it. Because I wouldn't have known she smoked until this came out, until she was banned.
Well, truthfully, it's because of the war on drugs.
Because they talk about doping and stuff, and like. Maybe it's like...
well, not that. That's different. Steroid usage is
I'm not talking about using dope as doping. I'm talking about or blood doping or something like that. I'm talking about this is more of like a painkiller scenario. Like, could you get tested for painkillers and fail a test? Like, a situation where you're able to push through the pain because you are high or something. Is that what they're looking for? Or... stuff like that. That's the only reason I could see them having, but they never say these things.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't.
No, I would have to go with Kurtis and just say it's just a Schedule 1 drug. And they had testing for it.
Yeah. I mean, it's legal.
I guess it's an Olympic standard.
It's legal where where she lives, whatever state, I can't remember. But I know, Tokyo Olympics, Japan does not, they're very anti-drug. So I guess but when do they decide what's okay and what's not? A lot of countries have a lot of rules. So
yeah, because this is like an international debate now because they're talking about the Olympics.
almost expected them to just do this to like Simone Biles for some bullshit. But I guess she's too good at what she does. Like, what are you going to take her down for? I don't know.
And it's fucking sweet because she knows it. That's the best fucking part. She's too fucking good and can't nobody stop her, and she knows it.
She does stuff in her sport that they have to invent whatever it's called when she does it. They're just like,
man,
she has her own moves. So when you can do stuff like that, like when you're the Tony Hawk of your sport, yeah, you can kind of do what you want. I mean, she never does anything wrong anyway, so you're not going to catch her doing anything. Wait, okay, I just saw today that her boyfriend, apparently, he's talking like he didn't know who she was before, like when they started dating. And I'm pretty sure they started dating after she had a gold medal. He said like young...
Nah, that's pop.
He said like young girls on the street, like, oh my God, that's Simone Biles. And he was like, okay, I guess she really is a big deal. It's like,
that's possible.
I don't buy that shit.
I just, for real, her face just became like, I'm not going to say I never saw her face before, but I just associated her face with that Simone Biles like last year. So
it's interesting. I mean, there's so many pictures of her standing next to people like Shaq or other tall, like, because she's like 4'11", maybe 5 foot.
You could have just been any small little black gymnast girl. I didn't know she was Simone Biles. You feel me?
I don't know how that, you got to be in a small portion of population. I think.
I was gonna say I didn't know what Simone Biles was.
Really?
I can shoot some bell.
I watched her last Olympics, but it doesn't mean I remember.
Unpatriotic. That's what I'm gonna say. That's surprising to me. I don't know. Maybe it shouldn't be surprising to me. It's gymnastics, but like, I don't even know what that girl from LSU's name is. And she actually is she's got like 1 million Instagram followers. So maybe I should know what her name is. You know what I'm talking about?
What girl?
It's just like, she was popular for a few months there because she was doing the same kind of stuff where she'd have perfect routines and.
Michaela?
It might be. She had like really big hair. I feel like.
Wait. You said she was she black girl? White girl?
I think so.
I think so. To which one?
When I searched LSU girl, I was typing gymnast. It said missing. It's like, no, that is not. Damn, I don't know. I also searched LSU gymnastics girl, and it says breaks both legs. I do not want to see this. This is not what I came here for. So popular. Yeah.
Is it the girl with the
I don't know. She just looked like she was having a good time when she was doing her routine. I don't know.
The one with the motherfucker hamstring?
If she is black, she's definitely lighter skinned than I don't know.
Okay, so it's not who I'm thinking of. The girl I'm thinking of has like some sort of insurance commercial and they throw the frisbee on the roof.
No, she is she's been in the Olympics like 3 times maybe at this point, where she does like that face where she like, yeah, you're surprised because you never heard of her? Or
yes, who the fuck? I just thought she was like,
so
I thought she was the next viral thing. I didn't know she's been in the Olympics for real.
Yeah, it's not Gabby Douglas. It's somebody who was also with her on her team, because Gabby Douglas and Simone Biles were on a team. But was she part of that scandal with that Larry? He sexually assaulted like gymnastics, like USA Gymnastics.
I don't know.
Like girls in gymnastics. Larry Nassar, that's his name. No,
that sounds familiar.
Man,
is there a Hulu documentary about him?
Most likely. Man, I'm struggling here to find something to. Michaela is the name of that girl in that commercial, though, Kurtis.
Yeah, because they're like, thanks, Michaela.
Michaela Maroney is her name.
Get out.
She makes that face where she like got her like mouth like.
Yeah.
She's like annoyed or whatever. But that was a famous thing that happened during the Olympics.
That's what. Okay, I thought she was just mad because they threw the frisbee on the roof again.
And I saw that. Well, yeah, I mean, but that was a face she made. But I was surprised to see her because I was like, damn, I didn't know she was still a gymnast, because I thought she had been retired after being to the Olympics for like 3 years, and like 3 times, not 3 years. 3 separate occasions.
Oh, yes, that's 12 years.
Yeah, and gymnasts usually like 2, and you're like pushing it.
Right.
They don't last very long.
So, like, do Olympians get paid?
So the Olympics is supposed to be a celebration of amateurism, which is another reason why I think testing for marijuana is stupid, because what's more amateur than smoking weed? I think they get paid when they win, when they get medals, but they definitely get paid by, like, you know, Wheaties or whoever's a sponsor. Those are major, like Nike, like that's most of their income, I do believe. I think USA, like Team USA, might pay for meals and housing and stuff, training, stuff like that. But I think it's supposed to be a celebration of amateurism, though. The idea is just like regular ass people doing stuff, which obviously not regular ass people because they're amazing athletes.
That's not the case.
But they're not supposed to be professionals. So like professional basketball players in the Olympics is like, I feel like that's us stat padding a little bit because we knew we were the best at that. So we're like, hey, I hear this basketball thing's great. Maybe you should put that in the Olympics. So
yeah, and I just heard that, like, overseas teams, there can only be like 2 American players. Speaking not about the Olympics, but because American
like
players
NBA
are so fucking
players
good.
or American players.
American players in general, like when they say they're going overseas to play ball, there can only be 2 Americans
like
per
for,
team.
Like club teams, like a Chinese professional team. Like
yeah,
okay, well yeah, it would be unfair probably.
2
Americans
per like so there couldn't just be like a bunch of Americans going overseas on one fucking team and down.
I mean,
like send the Lakers over to China.
Yeah, but if you look at social media, every time you look there, somebody else is being traded to the like Shanghai somethings, as they say. Like every time someone was eliminated from the playoffs, people have made the same tired joke of like, "See you on the Beijing Tigers next spring or whenever they play." I don't know when they play. Just making fun of the fact that they're calling them trash in a different way. NBA Twitter is so toxic.
Everything in Twitter is toxic.
True.
There's not a safe place.
You look at any post by any player or by the NBA's Twitter, and you will see somebody saying a collection of things, including poverty franchise. They'll say washed. They'll say, it's just like so quick with it. There's always these long ass posts about why each of LeBron's rings don't matter and how they're not actual rings. They'll look at Jordan. They'll do the same thing with Jordan. They'll do the same thing with everybody, like, you know, calling him LeBum. It's just so annoying to just sort through the garbage of that comment section with these bots that are just automated to post these things. And I don't know if I'd be happy without it, actually, you know. Maybe it's one of those things that I don't know what I've got till it's gone.
Yeah.
And I'll miss seeing a post where LeBron's like, hey, watch Space Jam. And they said, whatever, LeBum, you got Mickey Mouse rings. And then I'll be like, if I don't see that, then am I really living?
I can tell you from the other side that it is, in fact, refreshing to not see that.
Yeah.
I don't know that shit.
Probably, but I thrive in the comment section. Not making comments, just sifting through it.
Just reading them.
Seeing the awfulness, basking in it, you know, diving in it like a Scrooge McDuck situation. Anyway, how did we get here?
We were talking if Olympians get paid. But my next thing was like, did they take Michael Phelps's gold medals away?
They did not take his gold medals.
Pothead.
They did not.
So why do they do that shit to Lance Armstrong, where they want to do that shit to Phelps?
So what
different.
Lance was blood doping, so that's a whole nother thing. Where wasn't he basically putting fresh blood in himself, like his own blood, but like
oxygenated blood?
Yeah, he was like beating the test in a very unique way.
And he was, I mean, you know, he's done a lot of great things for cancer research, but he was dragged because he made us feel a certain way, and you know, we loved America, and look at this man making us care about cycling. And then it all came crashing down, and we're like, how dare you make me care about cycling? Like, I'm pissed that I cared about cycling, I'll tell you that.
I just always wanted the yellow fucking wristband.
Yeah, the Live Strong.
Exactly. Yeah.
But didn't he really have testicular cancer?
Yes.
Or was that a lie?
Yeah. He did.
Okay.
So
he's not complete.
He had one testicle removed.
Gave him more space on the seat.
That's an unfair advantage.
if they could ban him for that, they would. These committees make up anything to ban people. Yeah, he's got more room on his seat. He can get more traction. Unfair. I'd argue differently, though. I'd argue that since there's more room in the vessel for that one testy, that it could move around more, causing you to sit on it. Now, I guess it gives him the better possibility of taping it up, but still, without is tape a performance enhancer?
Shit, it could be.
Isn't that what they used to do in like the Greek, like they would in their games, they would basically do these nude and they would just kind of like, I swear I heard that somewhere. I don't know if they were holding their junk because they probably didn't have tape, but I can't imagine like running a marathon. I gotta look it up. I can't be out here on an island talking about Greeks were naked running around.
So what were the original, Greek Olympics? Marathons, like the
marathon itself is named after, I believe, a man who ran about 26 miles to like warn, hey, there's people coming to kill us, or like there's an army on its way or whatever. And he was able to get people out of the city. And then he died. His heart exploded.
Paul Revere? Is it Paul Revere?
Took the words right out of our mouth.
No, Paul Revere didn't die. His horse probably did, though. People used to run horses to death.
That could be an Olympic sport.
I mean, okay, so here's an article. Ancient Olympics mixed naked sports and pagan partying. So I would argue Sha'Carri Washington, or Richardson, why is it Washington in my name? Richardson, was being the most authentic to the Olympics.
Ben, hold on.
I don't know if pagan partying means smoking weed, but I assume.
There are two stories relating to the question of nudity at the Olympic Games. One story states that it was a runner from Megara or Sipposis, I don't know, or Hippos. I'm trying to say his name, and they gave me two different ways to say it, and I can't say either one.
Perfect. They said option 1, this is authentic. Option 2 made it easier. And he said, nope, can't do it.
Can't say it either. Who first decided to run naked in the Stadion race when he lost his shorts in the race. Another tradition is that it was the Spartans who introduced nudity to the Olympic Games in the 8th century BC, as it was a Spartan tradition. Not clear if the very first recorded victor at Olympia, Koroibos, who won the Stadion race in 776 BC, wore shorts or not. So by the late 8th century, nudity was common for the male contestant. There you go, Ben. Motherfuckers was naked.
I can't imagine. You'd have to hold it, right? You can't just...
Nah, shit's flopping, dude.
Yeah, shit just was probably flopping around. Uncomfortable as fuck. Just like slapping pie.
If everyone was built like David, I guess there's no issue. But... you can't be hung and run the race, I see. Let's see. Marathon. Full marathon is officially 26.2 miles. This may seem blah, 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 blah. And based on what Kurtis said, women were not competing nude. So that was for the after party. I was
gonna say, you see a hot chick like wrestle another hot chick, you're like, oh dear Lord, not now.
Okay. Anyway, the distance of this epic run was 25 miles, and according to legend, as soon as he had delivered the message, Pheidippides?
See?
I feel like I said Pheidippides better than you said whatever.
Yeah, I couldn't even try.
Died of exhaustion. The original foot race was called a marathon in honor of the legend. Wait, why is it called marathon? Is it a city marathon? A battlefield marathon all the way to Athens. Okay, I see. So yeah, that's why it's a marathon. But why is it 26.2 and not 25?
Because he probably ran. But I got the original games. So it was originally a one-day event. Then they extended it to 3 and then extended it to 5. And the original games were running, long jump, shot put, javelin, boxing, Pangratin?
Pangratin?
No, how do you spell that?
Shit, I don't know.
That's a weird question.
Hold on, wait, how do you share your screen? How do you do that shit?
Wait, are you talking... I'm thinking of Pangratado. It's breadcrumbs.
You're right here. That word right there. What the fuck is an equestrian event? So horse events. But what the fuck is pankration?
Pankration?
I can't really see it.
An equestrian event. So wait, what are you looking this up for? Just finding original events or original like competitions?
Just Google that word, see what comes up.
God, now we're doing more. Okay, you
can. Never mind.
I found out why it's 26.2 instead of 25 miles. The 1908 Olympics were held in London, and it was decided to set the course to run from Windsor Castle all the way to the Royal Box that was located at the White City Stadium. This extended the course slightly to the current 26.2 miles in order to keep the record straight and make it easier for competitors to train. The distance of 26.2 miles was standardized in 1921.
That is just MMA.
Pankration. Pankration. So wait, what did they call it? It's a sporting event introduced in the Greek Olympic Games in 648 BC and was an empty hand submission sport with few rules. Yeah, it is MMA. Submission sport with few rules. Yeah, they use boxing and wrestling techniques, but also others such as kicking, holds, joint locks, and chokes on the ground.
Added with your finger in your opponent's eye? What
Jesus,
the fuck?
No.
It's attacking the genitals. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, that was early MMA, to be honest.
Get the fuck
They were wild.
I wonder why they took pankration out. We're probably butchering this word.
I don't believe in pankration.
All I can think of is pancreas.
Pankration's the devil's work.
Pankration.
Pankration. Pankration.
Yeah, that word.
I'm going to put up a poll. How would you pronounce... Damn it, it's hard to do on a text poll for Twitter.
Ancient MMA. How would you pronounce this word?
But how would you pronounce... And then I'll write whatever that is. And then I'll try to phonetically spell them in the poll. That's going to be interesting. We got Pankration, we got Pankration, and we have a third option from Kishan. What's the third option?
Pancreas.
Pancreas.
Hearing it said out loud, I'm gonna say pankration as well. But pankration was my first pronunciation of it, so I'm rolling with it.
You calling it pancreas, it reminds me, when you read books, whether it was just... Did you see names in books, or you'd see a word in a book that would come up over and over, and you did not actually read what it was, but you just called it if it was started with a Z-E, you'd be like, Zemheta, and you would just associate that Z-E and mumbles as what you would know it as. And then someone would say it if you read it for school, someone would say it in class, and you're like, who?
Yep. Been there, and I've done that.
If you ever read Harry Potter, the name Hermione was one people got wrong constantly. Hermione, or it's spelled Hermoine, I believe. Or maybe it's something like that. Maybe it's Ione.
Oh, shit.
Or
never ran into that one.
Do you have any words that you've said wrong, but you just figured out you say correct, that you say wrong? You only ever read it, you said it out loud one time, and someone's like, the fuck are you talking about?
I'm always correcting people. I've never been corrected.
I don't mean to drag Jesse, but it's the only example I can think of right now, but he's not here. He said scimitar instead of scimitar. Because it starts SCIT. Or it's just SCIM.
I did that on purpose, just piss people off.
I think after we corrected him, I think he might have kept saying scimitar just to piss me off, but I don't know yet.
I don't have any words like
pecans.
that.
You didn't call
I say pecans just to piss people
pecans
off.
Instead of pecans. I mean, I'll say Wednesday to spell it correctly, or I'll say Bologna to spell it correctly, or to be a dad, essentially. Be an asshole, call it Bologna. I don't know. People maybe said ravine instead of ravine. You didn't have any of those? Or I remember one of mine now, thinking about it. It was the word crooked. I read it as crooked. I was like, what the fuck is crooked? Said something was... So it was something... So it was crooked, and I was like, the fuck is crooked?
I don't have a word, but I have a name that threw me for a fucking loop, right? So we had to get, this was like I was in 4th or 5th grade. We had to get in groups and we had to write, you have to write the group name, which is everybody's fucking name on the paper.
Yeah.
So I was chosen as the scribe for the group. So I'm writing down everybody's name. It's me, a couple other people. And then there's this girl named Brooke, right? But I didn't realize Brooke had 2 O's in it. So I spelled broke. And then I turned that in to the teacher. And the teacher thought I was trying to make fun of the girl, but I said, no, that's how you spell Brooke.
I hope she was not poor.
No,
she was not broke.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. So
and
I didn't say nothing wrong, but I spelled Brooke wrong.
You said, pardon, teacher ma'am. I did not call her broke. I do not know her socioeconomic status, teacher. Oh, I started up my iPod, by the way. As soon as I plugged it in, this iPod Classic kicked right on. I could start playing stuff immediately. I've got a charger for it still somehow, like one of those old ass, like bit large flat chargers.
Yeah.
Still got one.
Hold on to that shit, dude. Give it like 10 more years. That thing's going to jump in value.
The hard drive's still good. The crypto's all still on here. Just mining shit. Nice. No, I got Kurtis's old music on here. 414 songs. I had a playlist that I just called E-Skirt. So E-Skirt is more like it, probably.
Now that I think about it, I had been collecting music since I was like 13 or 14. So
like this isn't all of it. This was just what was on your phone.
Yeah.
So
I don't even know what that is.
So there's like a 50 Cent album. 50 Cent. Sorry, sir. Sorry, Mr. Cent. I didn't mean to say it wrong. Action Bronson and Static Skellacta.
Oh, that's that first Bronson mixtape.
Yeah.
That's what is it? Hold on. What's that name? What is the name of that?
Oh, it's
okay. Because I want to listen to it.
It's the one with like the falafel looking thing, like with teeth.
Yeah, it's the food.
It's called Well Done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've been looking for that, and so I'm glad I found it on here. And then Bankroll. There's a bunch of Bankroll Fresh, like a lot of that going on here. CeeLo Green. You said
for my music tape.
You said you weren't that into R&B, but CeeLo is kind of R&B.
Okay, so there was a bunch of skips on that album for me. All right, there's maybe only like one
or two songs on that album.
I know, but there's only like one or two like up tempo.
That's true.
CeeLo tracks that I was looking for out of that. But I downloaded the whole thing.
CeeLo Green, you got Chief Keef on here. Obviously, you got Currency, as you do. Fabulous. Freddie Gibbs. Hey, you had Freddie Gibbs. That was back in 2000, like 16. Freddie Gibbs.
So is that Pinata?
Shadow of a Doubt.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Future, of course, is on here. Gucci Mane. Jadakiss. Got Jadakiss on here.
Yeah.
King Chip. Which is King
Who
Chip.
Is now Chip the Ripper.
Yeah. King Chip is he did stuff with Kid Cudi, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There's a Kid Cudi song on here. Mac Miller, Pusha T, yeah. Redman, as we discovered you might clean the house too.
Yes.
Old Travis Scott.
Probably.
Talking
what Travis Scott
Days Before Rodeo.
Yeah.
I need it.
And Rodeo.
Do you have Al Farrell on there?
And I have Rodeo too?
Yes.
I need it.
You also have Tyler the Creator's Cherry Bomb. What was that, Kishan?
No Al Farrell?
No. This is just what was on his phone that day.
Oh.
I can look more at that later, but yeah. The iPod.
Was Wolf on there too?
The Wolf was... No, I think that was just... You were just listening to Cherry Bomb at the time. I don't know. I mean, do you need Wolf? Because I got that. But...
What does that put... That time date with all that music? What was the latest music? Like 2014, 2015?
I do not know how to look at that.
Because Cherry Bomb might be kind of not that long ago.
I mean, Cherry Bomb, that was when they started coming out with those golf magazines. I got the first edition of that, which I have no idea where it is.
Is that when you got me the socks too?
That might have been around then. I believe Cherry Bomb 2015.
I was close.
So,
I think I was right.
So that if that was on, I don't know. It's hard to search what the latest thing though that would be on here.
Yeah.
If I look through all the albums, I mean, there's 4,000 songs on here. I don't know if I'm gonna. I mean, the oldest thing on here is definitely this jazz album from '79, from LaRue. They did fusion jazz, which all your favorite rappers used that like jazz fusion album. Like Tyler used it too. I believe he used it in Bastard.
Sound on acid, tablets, Stussy G shot with my custom pair with 3D glasses. I suffer from ADHD. I should win a fucking award for being me.
There's only one beer left. Rappers screaming all in our ears like we're deaf. Tempt me, do a number on a label.
Speaking of samples, I just heard, damn, and I don't even know who sings these two tracks. But there's this song called Mysterious Vibes by this old school band I just picked up on. And then there's another one called Dreaming of You. And they got samples galore in both of those tracks.
Crap. I'm going to sound like... Who's the drummer for Nirvana?
He's got a TV show.
Dave Grohl? Dave Grohl.
Yeah, that.
Dave Grohl was talking to Pharrell. Did you see that conversation? He was talking...
But you can't watch all.
He was talking to Pharrell about the drums on the intro to like Smells Like Teen Spirit. And he was telling Pharrell that he just took it from the Gap band. He said all of his, like that drum beats in that song were just disco beats. He kept saying like, I'm not a great drummer. Like, well, he is a great drummer, but like he was talking about, I'm not like the best drummer in the world. I recognize that. He's like, I took stuff from the Gap band. He's like, and he started going through it with Pharrell, and Pharrell's just jaws on the floor. Like, how didn't I fucking know that? Just that intro of like where he hits the drums. I can't drum it out, but because I'm not a good drummer, but I'll play it. I'll put it in post. Fuck it. Do it in post.
Yeah. Do it in post.
All that. That's
wow.
It's old disco. That's all it is. Can I not hear that?
But he played that. He just took disco beats and put it into like punk rock, like grunge music. Like, hey, whatever the fuck works.
Right.
Like that's what sampling and stuff is too. It's just like taking something and making it fit your genre no matter what. And like the different stuff like guys were doing, especially in the 90s, in the 80s, just like on the fly mixing stuff. It always blows my mind. Do more drugs. Wait, no, that's not what made them good.
I think that needs to happen for real. I think there needs to be like, nah, not really, because we lost a bunch of musicians to drugs. Yeah. Never mind, I take that statement back.
Be careful with drugs.
Yeah. Let me go back to my earlier statements. We need to police our friends with drugs.
Yeah, if you notice your friends doing dumb shit with drugs, then call them out.
But sometimes you need to ingest copious amounts of drugs to produce beautiful music. There is a duality.
The duality of man. I shouldn't do these drugs, but gosh dang it, do I want to.
I'm trying to lay some Hendrix shit down, and hell yeah, you better tab yourself up.
I'm trying. It's for the art, Mama. No, I can't do drugs. Too anxious of a boy. The Boy with Anxiety. That's my book.
Calm you down.
Girl with the dragon tattoo, move aside.
Here comes the boy with anxiety.
The boy who can't do drugs. Move aside. Dragon tattoo, whatever. Fuck. Traveling pants, no. Traveling anxiety. I don't have travel anxiety. That's about it. That's exhausts my notes. I don't know if you had.
Oh, I got one. Okay. Have y'all motherfuckers heard about the ocean being on fire?
Absolutely, I've heard about the ocean being on fire. I heard it's stuck in the Suez Canal now. No, what?
You said what?
No, it's just a dumb joke about it being in the Suez Canal.
Oh, something else got stuck in the Suez Canal. I was about to be like, God damn.
A large fire that Mark Zuckerberg is riding with his weird wakeboard. Yeah, you didn't see him looking like an artificial intelligence, did you?
Fuck no.
He's always looking artificial. He always looks like he's a robot doing some shit.
Like artificial intelligence, you're right. He does like he's built.
Like he just does weird shit. But what else about it being on fire?
That's fucking crazy to me. That well, first of all, what company has done this? Who's like, is this BP again, or is this like?
I believe this one was the Mexican government.
Oh, you don't even know.
But I don't want to confirm that because I don't know. I mean, maybe Terry didn't back up fast enough. Maybe, you know, put it in reverse, Terry.
He got a firework.
What?
Terry got his own little firework.
Like his face on like a firework, or like?
I think it's
not his face. It's a wheelchair. It's just a wheelchair. You know, they probably couldn't use his actual likeness, but it's just his little wheelchair, and it says "Back up, Terry" on it.
God damn it! Back up, Terry. I found one that was Minecraft. I think I sent it to Kishan, but
oh shit.
Okay, I gotta go past Bill Burr talking shit about white women.
Being on fire is damn, I forgot what I was going with that.
Sorry, I just found the video. I was not trying to play
this AI Zuckerberg.
Yeah. Let me just share my screen one last time because I already forgot how to share my screen. There it is.
Ooh, that's a fire ass jersey. Somebody got to take an Allen Iverson jersey and then like put Zuckerberg across the back of it. AI Zuckerberg.
That's what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing, but it doesn't look real. Yeah, there you go. I don't even know what he's writing, to be honest.
It's a foil.
A foil? Is there like something under the water? Just like
yeah,
it's like a little, like a paddle.
Well, like disregarding everything below my wrist, there's like a little thing that's shaped like this, and when you pump the board, like you see them keep going up and down, it keeps them out of the water.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And also the song choice, garbage.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. Would prefer celebrate by paying taxes.
Dude, I gotta see it again.
Would it revert, Terry? Would it revert? Oh, Lord!
God damn it.
What did it say? Terry couldn't do what?
Terry couldn't put it in reverse.
I think that's it now. I mean, Ocean's on fire.
No, we didn't say Ocean being on fire.
It's on fire. I don't know what to tell you. Fuck.
I guess it's good enough then. Never mind.
I don't know how. Okay. I do have one thing. They were spraying what looked to be a bunch of boats spraying water on the ocean that's on fire, and there's nothing funnier than that. Like,
my question is, can it spread?
Spray it.
Can it spread?
I mean, I don't know.
It might be able to, like on the surface.
Well, I don't know if they hit gas or if that was like oil coming up. Because if it spread on the surface of the water, it might just be burning fast enough to not. But I don't know. All I can think of is like, yeah, me recycling one bag is really the life or death for the planet when we got this shit going on. Like, like me, reduce, reuse, recycle is going to matter when we're setting the ocean on fire. Sorry, that's maybe too
those
depressing.
Are giant leaps when it comes to conservation or whatever.
It's only going to matter when corporations buy in, and they're not going to unless it's like financially an option. And so you're basically expecting them to be good people, but they're just money grabbing organizations.
Yeah.
So
about the money, home.
So we might be fucked. as they say.
But yeah, a cricket machine. You know, like when people get the mugs and shit, and it's got like I don't know some bullshit on the front. Kind of looks like a sticker.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, like you get like a mug and it'll say "Class of 2020" on it.
Okay.
Some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's done with like a cricket machine, which it just prints out a sticker, for lack of better words.
You like bake
you
it
supply
on?
to anything. Like you would, like you know how you put a window sticker on.
Yeah. You just like peel it off and.
Yep.
What am I looking at? Oh, Cricut. CRICUT. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at.
Yeah, I know. But once you get one of them, I figure I can make stickers and shit and just slap them around Dayton.
The old put it up on the telephone pole method.
Pretty much. Start vandalizing all that shit.
The old vandalize method.
By any means.
Have you seen this UpDawg?
What's up, dog?
Have you seen this UpDawg? That's a good. I like that. Put it on the side of a milk carton. Missing UpDawg.
I'm gonna hijack a billboard. You see me up there spraying. Have you seen UpDawg? I could even do it in tunnels, so when you drive through, you read it like, "Have you seen UpDawg?"
Hopefully, someone gets in a crash right next to it, and the picture in the paper's got it.
Dude, I gotta get a hold of one of my friends who I also gotta put him onto this podcast, which I'll do tonight. He works in advertising. We can advertise the fuck out of this show if we really wanted to and got some cheese behind it.
Yeah, Kishan, paint me like a NASCAR. I feel like he's gone. So
he's still there. He ain't left yet.
Kishan left, but you can follow him at Kishan Gomez1 on Twitter. You can follow me at Ain't Been Good. You get fire tweets. And you're on your NFTs. Let me try to remember. OpenSea.io/The Wavy Project.
The Wavy Project.
God damn it. Wavy
Close enough.
Project.
Close enough. If you type in like The Wavy, it pretty much comes up, to be honest with you. I haven't seen any other collection with a similar name. So and let me express to you all that it is a growing collection. It is a work in progress. So if you buy the first X amount of pictures I have up, you have the first ones, which should hopefully jump in value.
When ETH goes down, just know Kurtis is looking into minting more. So that's a thing, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying when I say that, but follow the show at Dutchmaster TV on Twitter. Go to DutchmasterGaming.com. Do all that shit. Kishan obviously has the last word of the day, which is he's gone.
Rock out with your out.
Rock out with your out. Sure.
You know what he's saying.
He started when he joined this Discord. He said something about two-peckered billy goat. I don't know what's fucked going on.
Let's see what the UpDawg's getting to. You know, yeah, we're gonna groove. What up, dog? D&D. What up?
Another week.